make straight in, runway 7 left.
And straight in for 7 left, topic 383 officer.
Charlie, which runway would you prefer?
The right would be good if it's available.
Topic 3 Alpha Charlie, make straight in, runway 7 right.
Straight in for 7 right, 383 officer.
Livermore Towers, Cessna 240 November. We're about 7 miles to the south at 4,500. We're going to be doing some simulated engine failure working out here. We may come into your Delta airspace.
The aircraft that's calling in from the south, Livermore altimeter 3013, contact tower on 128.2.
128.2.
Livermore Tower
013.
39 Juliet, 10 to the northwest, 3,500.
Livermore Towers, Cessna 240 November. We're about 7 to the south at 4,500. We're going to be doing a simulated engine failure practice out here. We may come into your airspace.
I'm calling Livermore Towers south. Missed part of your call time. All I got was 2407, and you said you were going to do simulated engine failure out there and remain south of the airspace?
Yeah, we're going to remain out here. The call sign is 2407 November, and we just may slightly nick your airspace coming into it. If you want us to squawk something, we'll be happy to.
2407 November, negative, we can just continue squawking for you at 4,800 now?
That's us.
07 November, roger that. Approved as requested, Livermore altimeter is 3013. Let me know when you're leaving your seat turn, please.
Okay, roger, 3013. 3013, 07 November. Okay, let's pull the power now.
All the way down?
Yeah, let's get the checklist out first. Yeah, get your checklist out, the booklet. Have it turn to engine failure. It was at the very beginning, I think. It was like right there. Alright, so just hold that open. And now what you're going to do, the first thing you're going to do, here you have the airplane,
okay,
is reduce power to idle. Okay, so we're going to simulate the engine failing. And 3.5 turns down on the trim wheel.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
3, and one more. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll just engines all the way. Good. Now look. Now that we've achieved that, we're looking for a place to land. Right now, we want to start looking right below you, then branch out, because your best landing spot might be below you or behind you. But in this case, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. So let's pick just a flat area that you might head towards.
All these are grassy, probably that area, that brown spot right there.
I agree with you. Go ahead.
That would be the spot where I'm going to go.
Let's head for it.
Okay. I'm going to slowly turn this guy down.
And what direction do you think you're going to land?
Okay, the winds are going, we're going headwind, so I want to go that way.
Okay, or more or less.
North. I want to go north.
All right, now you want 68 knots, so pitch up. If you go any faster or any slower, you won't go as far.
Okay.
All right, so you may have to trim it some more. All right, so yeah, it's full, 3 full turns down, so you want to be generous with those turns. Okay, now, what's the next step on the checklist?
Okay, fuel shut-off valve, and which one is that one?
That's this one, this red one down here.
You need
make sure that's pushed in.
Pushed in? Should I push it in?
Yep, push it in. Oh, and that's shut-off valve, and then while you're down there, make sure the selector valve's on both. And then, what's the next thing?
Then, fuel selector valve, both fuel pump is on.
Okay,
on the fuel pump.
Turn it on.
And then mixture rich, all the way rich. Magnetos on both, and then that's it.
All right, yeah, just make sure your magnetos are on both, okay?
Okay,
they're
on both.
And that's it. Now you can turn the pump off. So we've done that, so now we have to flip over the page. We know we haven't started the engine, now we know we're going to have to land it, right?
Okay, forced landing. It says here seat belts, upright secure, airspeed 75, 65, mixture idle cutoff. Okay, so should I?
Oh, you don't want to do that? Yeah, you won't do that.
Okay, fuel valve shut off, off, and we did that already. Magnetos and off. Okay, we're not going to do that. Wings and flaps are what's required. Full standby battery switch off. We're going the wrong way.
Now that's by the way, you may want to reconsider going as far out as you're going. Look for something a little closer because I don't know what we're going to make it.
Okay.
All right.
So probably just these rows of field that I see right there.
You have one shot at this, so you got to make it work.
Okay. So I'm going to head towards there?
Yeah, you better do that. Time is of the essence. If we get there high, we can always, you know, kill time once we're there. Airspeed, there we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, just looking for somewhere to put this thing down.
I see it.
Okay.
Then at that point, we're still too high.
Okay, well, that's okay. Now, we haven't done our 121.5 and 7700, so, you know, we're not going to do it, but you would squawk 7700.
Okay.
And then you press and hold this. Press and hold that. Okay, then you get then you go Mayday, 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 240 Silver. We're about 5 miles south of Livermore, making forced landing.
Okay, Mayday, Mayday at south of Livermore and making a forced landing. Okay.
Okay. How's it look? Are we going to make our landing spot?
Oh yeah. We're too high though. We need to do...
Well, we'll worry about that when we get there. Oh.
Tis not available.
In fact, that spot right there is even better.
All right.
Right beyond those houses right there.
But it's okay, as long as you think you can make it.
Yeah.
I see a real, kind of a big area right down here if you just kind of tip your wing here. It's nice and close. Down there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that could work too, except there's a big pond in the middle of it, but...
yeah, over here as well. There's
Right.
plenty of space.
So there would be but, you know, the danger is not to change your mind too many times. Well, that's another thing you don't want to try not to do.
Oh, actually, this spot right here coming up. We're still too high though.
Well, it's better than being too low.
So right now, we picked a spot, you know,
All right.
maybe right after...
Which way are you going to land on it?
I still want to go heading this way. Maybe right after that road, maybe we can still do it.
All right, well, later in the training, you're going to find out there's all kinds of ways you can lose altitude if you have to. All right, let's go ahead and add power, and we'll climb back up, okay? Let's turn off to the right. Climb. We're going to get back up to 4,005, or up to a higher altitude than this. So you're going to learn. You're going to, just as you fly more, especially when you're flying in less hospitable terrain, we're going to start to develop a habit. You're going to be flying along. It's going to be probably. You won't have anything else to think about, but you're going to say, where would I land if I had to land right now?
Right.
And every 10 or 15 miles, you're going to probably say that to yourself. Where would I land here?
3 up Charlie, right turn at Charlie, kind of ground.
I figure I could actually land on top of one of those ridges, probably.
Oh my God! I wouldn't even try on that.
I know you would. All right.
3 up Charlie, turn right at Charlie, kind of ground point.
Pitch up and
Right, Charlie, ground point 6, 3 up Charlie, good day.
right rudder to help the climb. Not always will you have. Let me see that checklist for a minute. He doesn't have the emergency. Doesn't have the 7700 and 121.5 in here. I'll have to mention that to him. Okay, but you'll remember that. Okay, and turn to the right. Again, periodically throughout the training, I may surprise you with.
Eagle 93 Victor, frequency change approved, good day.
1393 Victor, I'll stay on frequency here. I'm just going to bump around here over by Byron.
But back towards that way?
Yeah, let's go back that way. We're going to do one more time, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll get up to about 3,500. I just want you to go through the checklist. Now, even now, you could be looking down there and say, where would I land if I had to land?
Looks like all the good spots are right in that area right there.
Requesting a straight out departure.
The only thing that I'm worried about is those power lines. Want to make sure I stay clear of those guys.
You see what I'm talking about? The first thing my eye goes to is there any light brown surface, like a light brown field?
And there's a right there.
That might be a little too, that's the first thing. I'm looking for color more than anything else. Flatness and color.
Roger that, 7.
And let's try for that spot right there.
Traffic.
How about this right here? See this right down here? Tip your wing.
Huh?
See that looks like a runway right there?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't count out the obvious. Right, go ahead and pull your power now.
Okay, level up.
Right, level up. Just easy now.
Ready for takeoff at 7 left for a left 45 departure.
All right, pull it all the way back. All the way back. Hold the nose up. Just level. And 3 big turns down on the trim wheel. 1, 2. All right,
3.
wait, and then let's see, maybe a little bit, just a little half a turn.
Did you let go?
Right there, let it go.
Runway, or did you want to straight out?
Straight out.
We'll settle in.
7 left, cleared for takeoff.
Straight out approved.
Right about there. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can go to work.
Okay, so we have fuel selector shut-off valve push pull in right here.
All right.
And then fuel selector valve selector both. And then fuel pump on. And
Oh, by the way, where are you going with? Where are you going to land it?
we're gonna right.
Okay. Go there.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and go there.
Okay, I'm not going to turn on the pump, but we're going to turn it on. Mixture is rich, and it is. And magnetos on both. Yep, magnetos both. Fuel pump, and then execute a forced landing.
Ready to go, 7 left, right, downwind.
We're getting too slow. Seat belts, airspeed, 70 knots, mixture, idle cutoff. We're not going to do that. And then fuel shut-off valve, pull off, pull all the way up. Then wing magnetos, we're going to turn off the magnetos. Wing flaps required full, I'm going to bring it down.
Yeah, well, once we get ready to land, that's right. That's what we do.
Then we do standby battery switch off. And doors. Doors after the landings.
Right.
Okay.
Now you have to make a call too, so go to.
Oh, and then we're gonna do the call. I'm gonna just press the this switch, and then it's gonna give me to. Then I'm gonna make a call. Say,
Okay.
Mayday, Mayday, south of Livermore, making an enforced emergency landing.
Okay.
Forced landing.
November 9 Juliet Papa, we're tired here.
All right.
And so now I'm gonna. Where's my landing spot?
I can hear you, 9 Juliet Papa is on the runway, sir, on the runway.
Actually missed the landing spot. We're
Okay.
right behind us now. So if that's right behind us, did I make a go around?
Oh, you go around. You have no power. You gotta figure something out.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go an alternative route, and I'm just gonna go for something in front of me right there.
Okay. I think you might make that. All right, go ahead and add full power, and watch out for the trim though, because the trim's you have to retrim the plane too. It's going to be want to climb on you quite a bit.
We just before full power.
Yeah. Bring the trim back up.
Correct.
And
Not
go ahead and
available.
turn to the right. All right. So, and this is quite natural.
The radio issues with the previous aircraft, so I'm not going to put you in position. You just hold short runway at 7 left.
Okay, holding short 7 left on Whiskey Foxtrot.
Number 9 Juliet Papa, left turn approved.
Left turn approved, 9 Juliet Papa.
Turkey 181 Whiskey Foxtrot, runway 7 left, cleared for takeoff. Straight off departure, you said you wanted a right turn?
Right turn towards Santa Maria.
This is that runway I was talking about. It's a demanded runway.
It's very hard to kind of like put the plane to where you want it to be.
Clear for takeoff, 7 left, make sure now, expect turn, next controller, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Tower, Cessna 4580 Sierra Papa, requesting option with November. 458 Sierra Papa, Livermore Tower, stay position. 8 Sierra Papa, just crossed the snow water reservoir. 8 Sierra Papa, Livermore Tower, contact the tower, Livermore Tower in 128.2. 8 Sierra Papa, contact tower in 128.2.
Livermore Tower, 240 to November, to the south, we're clearing the air, we're going back to Palo Alto.
Cessna 07 November, roger. Traffic over Sonoma inbound is Cessna, altitude gauge 2,900.
Okay, look for traffic, 07 November.
It's one that passed us.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 458
Guy right here.
Requesting option with November.
That's 458 Sierra Papa, Livermore Tower, enter right base, runway 7 right.
8 Sierra Papa, enter right base, runway 7 right.
Tower 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, upwind 7 left.
But anyway, I didn't tell you, I think maybe you figured this out, but Livermore Airport is right over here. That's the airport we're listening to.
Ah, okay.
Oh, right. And because there was a possibility, this circle right here is their airspace. And because of the maneuvering we're doing, there was a likelihood that we were going to get into their airspace, which is why I called them, just to let them know.
Okay.
And as long as you let them know, they're fine with it.
Okay.
You know. If we had wanted to go out there and do some photo work, you know, if we wanted to take pictures of a certain location in their airspace, you just let them know that, and then they'll say, fine, you know, request approved. Just they said, let us know when you're on station. Let us
station
when you're on station, which means when you've arrived at where you're going to be orbiting.
Okay.
Just let us know when you got there. Now let's look over here. Pull over the nose.
Cherokee 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock and a 1 mile opposite direction, altitude indicates 2,400 Cessna.
Okay.
Looking 1 Whiskey Foxtrot. Cessna 8 Sierra Papa, traffic 12 o'clock and 1 mile opposite direction, altitude indicates 1,800 Cherokee.
Traffic.
8 Sierra Papa, look.
Let's go to the left a little bit. Turn left.
Oh, he's below us.
8 Sierra Papa, traffic in sight.
Cherokee 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, traffic has you in sight.
There's right there.
1 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Yeah, I saw him. He's...
All right. At least, good thing you did. I didn't. Like I said, this is a very heavily traveled corridor, so which is why if we come out here and do some training, we usually shade it to the, you know, somewhere off to the side, so we're not in the direct line of fire here. Okay, look up ahead. You can probably make out the salt piles.
Huh? Yeah, I can see it.
So as we head back,
you just want to make sure I'm on the right side of that guy?
That's right. This lake up here, directly off the nose, that little small little lake, is Lake Elizabeth. You'll hear sometimes we'll check in from Lake Elizabeth, but normally when we check in with Palo Alto Tower, we'll check in with at the salts. We call them.
Okay.
Traffic about 1 o'clock and 2 miles northeastbound, altitude indicates 2,800 tapping up.
As soon as we cross over the ridge here, we'll do an emergency descent together. We're just going to do one just to demonstrate it.
Okay.
We'll have other opportunities throughout the training.
Altitude indicates 2,600.
You can tuck that checklist down the side here.
So we should do a descent check?
Not quite yet.
Runway 7 right, clear for the option to make regular traffic.
8 Sierra Papa, runway 7 right, clear for the option to make right traffic.
We will do a couple clearing turns.
Cherokee 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, traffic in Apache.
Oh, you can do that by doing a 90-degree turn to the left and then a 90-degree turn to the right.
I'm looking for...
You're looking at the high side always, because that's you're clearing that side, then we'll turn the other way and we'll clear the high wing side.
More tower, ident, enter right base, runway 7 right.
Ident, right base.
Now look over your left shoulder.
171 Bravo.
We're checking for any traffic. A few targets out here, which is why we're going to wait till we know we're in the clear before we start this.
Bay Flight 18, Lemoore Tower, make a right traffic, runway 7 right. Right traffic, 7 right.
I'll do another one.
Okay, hang on a minute. No, we're I'm most interested in this one right here that's pointing that way, coming up behind us. Let's do a gentle 360 to the right. Just want to find out where that guy is.